Hey, test, 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 test. Okay, cool. Looks like we already have a game. First seat is cool. I'm gonna throw out stream announcements, peek at how good these players are, and make a draft pick. We do have fast time settings, so I should get moving. Yeah, just hoping for a cool, decent Agricola game this morning. We've had some wild ones lately. We'll see how this one goes. Zombie has good rep, is rated 300, decent player. This guy, good rep, 400 something. And Zeus, not rated so well, but kind of new to Agricola, but hey, they're at least learning, and also good rep. So hey, good rep players, very favorable seating order. We're first seat, the weaker players are in front of us. It seems promising. I see a Loom. I'm a big fan of Loom. Moleplow's okay. Remodeling's okay. Hod is okay. Pottery Yard, Fodder Beats, a lot of those things are pretty good. The occupations are not that exciting. I'll probably just take Dredgery Reeve. Dredgery Reeve is some bonus points, and or more likely it's just a bunch of wood. Master Tanner can work, but I'm not that high on it. I think I just kind of just take generically okay good cards here and see where they lead. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just take generically decent stuff, see where they lead. Somebody might be using Basket Maker's Wife to feed. If there's a huge read source, we should remember that. Roof Examiner's technically some read source. But yeah, we're not likely to get a particularly good occupation back. Somebody might be trying to Master Tan their way to a growth. Hey Civ, welcome. We see a Roof Baluster, that's usually pretty good. Elder Baker I like a lot actually too. Sleight of Hand is pretty strong. Wow, Beer Table is strong. Melon Patch is strong. Okay, have some thoughts here. You like these Ox? Yeah, these Ox are interesting. I mean, I probably have to take Elder Baker Beer Table. Elder Baker Beer Table seems like the thing here, probably. Smuggler is also kind of fun sometimes, but I don't think it's as good. Elder Baker I'm pretty high on. Being able to just have a private 3 grain action spot is pretty good. It's a little annoying, but with a beer table in particular, it feels like we should lean into that. I think it's very hard to pass on beer table here, even though I'm pretty high on both Melon Patch and Sleight of Hand in general. Elder Baker can be just so much food, too, if you set up a grain-based food, especially if you actually get that stone oven part. So let's take these, be flexible, see where it takes us. We see a Little Stick Knitter, not that high on Little Stick Knitter. Certainly, Little Stick Knitter can be good, but not that excited by it. Clay Hut Builder can be okay. You think I'm likely to get a non-bow decent Ock back from the first hand, which you're never sure how to feel about. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't hate Clay Hut Builder here, but I'm not that excited about it. Both Tutor and Blighter are bleh. Minor improvement-wise, I like pole barns in general, especially with like Loom. You want the extra capacity, being able to build stables for kind of cheap is fun. I'm a little worried that my miners are going to cost too much wood though if I go with Pioneering Spirit, so it might be that I should just take the mini pasture to help actually fence. Plus mini pasture Loom can be fun. I think that might be what I do here. I'm a little concerned about pole barns and actually getting. I mean, there might be a ton of wood. Maybe it works out, but I think I lean towards just have the mini pasture myself, and I'll take the Clay Hut Builder. I'm probably not playing it, but I'll just take it. Plumber Clay Hut Builder. Plumber Clay Hut Builder is actually sort of a thing, although Midwife as a passive grain supply is also pretty nice here. God, is Plumber Clay Hut Builder actually good enough to go for? I don't think so. Fourth pick Prodigy, boo. Yeah, it's too late for the Prodigy. I'm sorry, we're not running a Prodigy game. I'm probably taking Clay Supply here, although Farmer's Market's okay-ish. Debt Security can be okay, but Clay Supply is so easy to play and so generically useful. I think I have to take it. I'm very tempted to take Midwife. I like Midwife quite a bit. If I'm trying to do grain stuff, Midwife's pretty good, but you never take it first, even though you always take it first. Do you have a desire to run Prodigy? Prodigy can be fun. It is a fun thing to lean into, and it can be strong. It can be strong, but um, okay. Anyhow, I don't think I'm taking Plumber here. I think I just take Midwife. I don't think I want to play Plumber and try to Reno and play Clay Hut Builder and then build rooms. I think I just building a wood room. I think it's much more likely I'm just building a wood room and maybe building late clay rooms or something. But okay. So I did forget remodeling. I forgot remodeling might come to us. Remodeling certainly makes building in clay a lot more exciting. Um, wow, yeah, there's like a lot of clay injection this game. There's like a lot of clay injection. This is awkward. Braggart is strong. You can handle the awkwardness. Yeah, it's significantly different. It's significantly different than awkward Braggart. Significantly different. There's a very important difference. But anyhow, yeah, that's funny. I don't think I want to play a butler, although it could maybe work. I'm not very excited by Basket Maker's Wife. I saw very little reed injections. Actually, building a big house could be tough. Sewing Master is really underwhelming, but Roof Examiner is also pretty underwhelming, although also, as I'm saying, reed actually looks a bit tight. So to have an occupation that could be 2 or 3 reed, I'm normally pretty low on Roof Examiner, but I think it's actually a pretty good out here. I think this remodeling is pretty good. I think there's a pretty good chance that I could build clay rooms. Like, it looks like clay is very cheap this game. So I'll take a remodeling. Stable is fine. Pottery Yard also would really benefit me if I go for pottery, though. Ugh, yeah, this is kind of messy. Pottery Yard is a pretty dang good thing if I'm actually going to build a pottery, and with Clay Hut Builder, building a pottery is nice. Although I kind of just want a stone oven probably for feeding. I don't have that strong of food. The only real food plan is stone oven, so I don't know that I have enough stone to justify. God, there's so much clay. There's so much clay. Oh, team, there's so much clay. I guess I'm taking Storehouse Steward, although I pretty much don't intend to play Storehouse Steward. I do not need Equipper. Although I guess my Miner's okay and Equipper's okay, but I just don't foresee playing Equipper. I'm not very high on Equipper usually. Although I'm very low on Storehouse Steward, fine. Cut the Equipper. Plant fertilizer is pretty bad, although it might work with this hand. I don't think I need recycled brick. There's already so much clay in my hand. And again, I don't know that I actually get the pottery, so whatever. Let's do this. The funniest part's playing a 2-point lantern in round 9. That does sound fun. We could build clay rooms. I don't think we're building clay rooms. Pioneering Spirit would allow us to reno early, technically, but Pioneering Spirit's pretty bad here. I'll take Ox Skull. Ox Skull's sort of a thing. It's not a very good thing, but it's sort of a thing. Cookery Outfitter. Is there any chance that I build multiple cookeries? Seems really improbable. Is there any chance that I actually play Roughcaster as a feeding plan? Probably not, but I guess I can't actually entirely discount that I might play Roughcaster. God, it's also each time you build at least one clay room. No, Roughcaster is so bad. Fine. Maybe we play frickin' Cookery Outfitter for a point or two. Maybe. All right. Fences come out first. I'm just going to take Reedstone Food. I don't really need to play my occupations very quickly, and I do want stone for reasons. If I, for some reason, do get a pretty early ock, I'm probably just playing Elder Baker and taking grain. The beer table timing will be a little... Wow, Storehouse Steward is getting played. Okay. It's all the other barriers. I agree that there seems like there's a ton of clay, so I absolutely could justify building more cookeries. But yeah, exactly. It's just like it's so useless. It's so useless to spend an action just to get a 1-point cookery when you already have a cookery. But hey, maybe we somehow run into a total point ceiling issue, but I can't fathom it. Anyhow, if I get Ock here, I will play Elder Baker. Like, I don't mind taking some early 3 grain actions and hoping to bake them away, and we'll figure it out. And we do get Ock. See, beautiful. All right, great start. Oops, no, we're not. Undo. No, not taking 2 wood. Going to play an Ock. Yep, okay, we found the right move. Fair enough. I will probably just take 2 wood, maybe take 2 clay, maybe take 2 clay. Fireplace is still reasonable here, right? I have a mini pasture, I have a loom. I don't mind doing cheap things otherwise. Maybe it is 2 clay. Firewood collector gets played, that's definitely solid. Maybe this is 2 clay. I have a 4 wood ock in hand. I mean, if major comes late, this 2 clay is kind of a waste, but I'll just go 2 clay here. I'll hope for a fireplace as also a feeding. This 2 clay could just be for the eventual stone oven plan otherwise too. It's not impossible that this is the eventual stone oven. I should actually read Storehouse Steward one more time just to make sure that I know how this works. Each time you take exactly 2, 3, 4, or 5. And if you take 6 or more, you don't get a bonus good. Okay, and you get stone. All right, so they're going to be bottom feeding and getting bonus goods, which is okay, but it's relatively weak unless they have other combo pieces, which maybe they could have first picked, God, what's the stupid fishing one that people used to take a lot because it was sort of good, but it's not that good and adds read to the game. I can't remember what it's called. Harpooner, there we are. Harpooner. Maybe they first picked a harpooner. And it becomes a little bit better, but we'll see. 2 food for stone or 3 food for reed are the main uses. Oh, I mean, I completely agree. Like 3 food in a reed is actually a pretty good action during stage 1 and 2. It's just like taking 2 food or 3 food as an action like later in the game becomes pretty bad. So like it's kind of okay in the early game. It's okay to use it a little bit. And like if you played this card basically as a 2 read action, I mean, I can't, like, whatever, it's fine. It's just like such a, like, it never scares me. Let's go with that. But I agree that it sometimes is fine, depending on what you're doing and how the game breaks. The Storehouse Steward Angler combo is fun but terrible. Yes. I mean, again, trying to combo anything with it is relatively bad because you're just asking to take bad actions, like, repeatedly, and that's not how you win Agricola, but you love Firewood Collector? Yeah, the Firewood Collector getting played is good, although they are getting plow blocked because they're 4th seat, which sucks, but your favorite grain sucks. I mean, Firewood Collector is kind of fun in that regard, but who's got the Autumn Mother in this one? God, hopefully nobody. We didn't see Autumn Mother, but if anybody has the Autumn Mother, it's this guy. This guy's going to take all the bottom feeding, play an Autumn Mother, and get their room parts. They're going to take 3 food in round 3, get their 2 read. Round 4, play Autumn Mother, build a room. It'll be great. Green's going to start player. We're relatively happy with that. We like going second. We would have preferred to stay first, but, second's fine. I'd love to just keep taking Reedstone food actions. Green is going to be the type of... Hey, Civ. Look at that. Grain wood. All right, we do stay start player, which is pretty lovely. Sheep flip, which I think is relatively good for my loom and possible fireplace plans. I'm going to continue taking Reedstone food, and I'll take whatever I get on the wheel. With little reed injection in the game, I'm expecting somebody else to take 2 reed, and I expect I'll get like 3 wood or ock back, which I'm happy with. But if I get 2 reed back, I'll just take it. Conjurer. Okay, Conjurer is actually a legit combo with Storehouse Steward. Conjurer is a pretty good reason to take traveling players. I think that's a first pick Conjurer, though. I don't remember seeing it. So that's a pretty bold first pick, but I guess they were expecting to wheel Storehouse Steward. Is that how that worked? I don't remember. What was I taking Storehouse Steward over? Roof Examiner? So that does work out? Or I was taking it over Equipper. I don't know that I don't know. I can't remember exactly the packs now. I do think Conjurer Storehouse Steward is actually fairly legit. I think first pick Conjurer is pretty dubious, but... There'll be some other growth adding card that's not on a mother. It could be. We'll see. I'd love to actually be in a tight family growth game again, but we'll see. Oh my god, am I actually getting 2 read back? Am I just going to have all the reads? Do I have all the read? I have all the read, everybody. Okay, fair enough. Whatever, sure. I'll take all the read. I mean, again, Storehouse Steward is clearly going to take some read next round, but... if I need all the read, I'll take all the read. Well, what's this card? When you play this card, you can immediately get a grain for 0, and this card's a field. Okay, this player is going to sow some early grain. Sure, I slam 2 read. It's the other good action. It's fine. Do I need all this read? But it's what I'm offered. Red is starting. What are you starting with? A canoe? What is this? Why are we starting when we need to be bottom feeding? Boo, don't make me for it. You're literally going to open 3 food next round, are you not? If you don't open 3 food next round, I will 3 food traveling in your face, potentially. Melon Patch. Okay, Melon Patch is cute, but also, why are we playing it now? Studio Boat? Studio Boat would have been reasonable, but Melon Patch is not the card to start with here. Like, why are we starting? I don't understand, but I look forward to finding out. But, like, you kind of need to 3 food first action. You don't have to, but like there's a decent chance that like if somebody else takes 3 food, I will slam the other 3 food in their face probably. Just well, maybe I won't. Again, I'm mildly vindictive at the moment though. I don't like their start player. I think it's bad for them and me. So that's why I'm annoyed. I don't think you should be starting when you need to be taking 3 food. Wow, 2 clay gets taken. They're going to fight me on the fireplace. God, I hate this start player even more. Hate this start player even more than I already did. Green should plow wood, probably. And they're going to. Okay. Well, the good news is the board is pretty juiced. I mean, there's 4 wood, 3 wood, 3 wood. There's 3 food actions that people want. There's still Freeok. But yeah, I'm going to be very... And major minor flips, so now there's even fireplace fight. I'm expecting to lose fireplace fight. I don't think there's a reason to take 2 clay if you're not willing to follow it up with fireplace. But I don't really need fireplace. I'm happy to just take all the good actions, to be honest. Wow, they literally are first action in traveling. I mean, kudos to them because I think that is what they're supposed to do. That action is so important to them. But I really hate starting into 3 food. I think it's very dubious that start player was their best action last round. But there goes the fireplace now. I lose that fight, but maybe I get 4 wood. 4 wood would be great. If I don't get 4 wood, I just do take another reedstone food. Is that crazy? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to take another reedstone food. But is it that crazy? I'm going to go with no. Screw it. Take all the reedstone food. I still have a drudgery reeve in hand, so like I can generate wood. I now have stone oven parts, so this elder baker can become live. It is just 3 food, and the reed, but again, I stress, I don't think you need to start player into 3 food, and play a miner that's doing you nothing. I think, like, their game looks significantly better if they just took 2 wood and already have room parts. Wow, Established Person was in this draft. I'm glad that I cut the Clay Hut Builder then. I mean, I did not see Established Person, but holy smokes, am I glad that I took so much of the clay stuff. I understand a little better why they took the fireplace then, because yeah, Established Person these fences and getting the sheep breeding is so awesome here. It's very cool for them. I'm definitely just taking 3 wood here. I'm not leaving 6 wood. I'm not leaving 6 wood. Am I? No. No need to leave 6 wood. Just keep taking good actions while everybody else is doing wild shit. I'm going to get the first room anyhow. Yeah, I get the first room anyhow. Because I get to take wood in front of red now. And I can just build the first room. It's a little awkward because like my feeding long term is definitely a little bit sketch, except again, I think we can play Elder Baker, take grain, and hopefully like SP a stone oven at some point. Oh, whoops, I missed 2 reed. No, never mind. I don't get first room. Duh, I don't get first room. But I do get 4 wood. 4 wood's great here, and I will hopefully be able to Freeok the Commercial Baker. Or it's not. I'm gonna call it Commercial Baker multiple times. Commercial Baker is its original edition name. But now it's called Elder Baker, which is fine. It's like commercial, elder, whatever. But I am going to call Elder Baker Commercial Baker. Heads up, all of everybody. You're always deeply thrown off when I'm not green. Yeah, that's also reasonable. I obviously have color preferences, and my color preferences tend to make me certain colors. But indeed, Civ, indeed. But yeah. Why am I taking 2 more reed here? That would be a very good question, given that I already have 5 reed. What am I doing with more reed? But yeah, no. I will build a room if I'm allowed to, but I'm not. Green builds the room. Is Green begging? Wait a sec. Green's gonna eat a raw grain? Or we're turning 2 grain into 3 food, and we're not getting our grain in the ground. Okay, fair enough. You have first room. Red could start player to build the next room. If they do, good on them. I don't care. I'm setting up food now. Let's get this Elder Baker on the table. We're still in a pretty great spot. We might be double building also. There's actually maybe I was maybe supposed to Drudgery Reef so I could just double build. Double build also looks really good. Yeah, that's actually on it. That might be a small miss by me. Setting up to double build was probably correct, but this is fine. Start player from purple. Interested. Don't know what this is, but nope, they're just gonna undo that. Okay, fair enough. I do think purple should consider 4 clay, but I guess they really want 5 clay next round. They might just want 5 clay. They also could just take the sheep here, but I guess they don't need to, but they are just going to do it. I think this is a pretty reasonable move. Just get rid of the sheep. You're also breeding them, so like you can already start fighting for this next pile of sheep. I think that's actually very reasonable and disciplined. But yeah, I should probably be double building. I have so much reed, and I don't really want a BMW, and I do want multiple rooms. I don't know that I want to build multiple rooms in wood, to be fair. I'd be very happy to build later rooms in clay, and just say this reed is for Reno and clay rooms. That's actually probably what I would prefer to do. I'd love to see growth flip here. If growth just flips here, I could build a room, I get the second growth, and then I set up for clay room shenanigans. I could build a room and take 3 grain and then grow stone oven. Like, that would also be amazing. So sad green didn't sow. I mean, I completely agree. To be clear, green not sowing and building a room is, like, definitely wrong. And it's really unfortunate for them because, yeah, like, now they have no grain and everything's a mess. Growth does flip. I think this is actually incredible for us. This is so good for us. I just build a room. My second action, I do the Elder Baker thing, and I grow Stone Oven. And I'm, like, fed, and I'm relatively cruising from there with good actions, high efficiency, lots of wild stuff come in. I'm still sitting after the weak player, and they're growing first. Like, it should be very promising. Should be very lucrative overall. I mean, the person in front of me has grown first, so like they're gonna have slightly better access to the stacks though. So there's that. Thresher, okay, Thresher's cool with this combo. They do have some extra grain, but they're still in trouble. They're still in trouble, but this 2 clay move is still gonna pay off here in terms of, again, it's gonna give me Stone Oven, which is actually really, again, this start is actually pretty freaking great. Pretty freaking great. The 5 clay gets taken right in front of purple. That's brutal. They don't have a 3 grain button. You gotta take your 4 grain action when you can. I mean, to be clear, Civ, I'm obviously with you. Like, the thing is, you might have missed the ratings. Green is pretty low rated. So, like, unfortunately, they're gonna make mistakes. But I completely agree. Like, green does not have a grade button. They absolutely needed to sow there. They were super set up to sow. They needed to sow, not worry about room tempo. But, you know, kudos to them. They're growing first, although they're also growing nada. You know, not shocking. But as tempting as it is to take 3 wood here or do something else, it's definitely correct to just Elder Baker, get my grain, and now I also am fed as soon as I grow Stone Oven because Elder Baker lets the Stone Oven be a miner, which is going to be, again, quite powerful just to grow. Red is just taking lots of good resource actions. It's very good for them. I'm expecting red to build a room and probably Conjurer next round on Traveling. That seems like a good round for them. Purple pretty much has to slam 4 clay next round. I also do want a clay action relatively soon so I can renovate and play Clay Hut Builder. I would really like to reno and play Clay Hut Builder and use Remodeling and Clay Supply to fuel clay rooms. I'm expecting to probably push to a 5-room house because I have so much clay. I do think that's going to be the game plan here, and then I can use wood for the fences. I'd eventually like to get some grain in the ground to be beer tabling, but anybody who's ever watched me knows that I don't really push to maximize beer table cards all that hard. Wow, a basket carrier's in this game? Okay. Basket carrier adding raid to the game is quite good, and they have a grain source themselves. That looks quite nice, but yeah, the clay tightness is a problem for them. I might take 4 clay actually here if I'm allowed to. Take 4 clay so I can renovate. Yeah, actually that looks great. I'd love to take. I will take 4 clay and then I'll grow. 4 clay and then I grow. Looks quite good. Also 3 wood, so I could just build another wood room is not wild because red's gonna build a room. But I guess I could build a room. Actually, God, I'm very high on the renovate, but I'm also pretty high on 3 wood because I could probably grow in round 8. Green having to take grain with such high priority is, yeah, a clear sign that their food has gone completely awry. Huh, this is a tight spot. We know you love your tightness and don't want to hand it. Yeah. No, it's just the classic, like, a lot of times I think maximizing one card is a mistake, right? So I think a lot of people don't get their grain engine really started and they're chasing 2 points way too early, but early game actions are just worth more than 2 points. So, like, it's perfectly fine for me to just beer table like the last three harvests for 6 points. That's still insane. I can play a round 11 beer table or something after sowing and baking grain, and I could like SP a beer table at that point for 6 points. Like, that's perfect. Like, that could be very strong and have the rest of your game be strong. I'm not going to be chasing beer table points here. I'm very much not worried about this harvest, and I'm probably not even going to worry about it for the round 9 harvest. I mean, maybe it works. We'll see how it goes, but I do want to start plowing at some point. This is a tricky spot because if I take 3 wood, I basically force. Well, yeah, I don't. It just looks like purple is so far out of the growth queue and green is so far out of the queue. It looks like if I take 3 wood, I probably can build another room. But part of me just really wants this 4 clay to make sure I can reno and just do clay rooms and save wood for other stuff. I think I lean towards just taking 4 clay. I think there's a decent chance that I get 3 wood into build next round anyhow. Well, okay, no, the issue is if I don't pressure red to build, red can maybe set up double build. Red can wind up taking bottom feed, and actually get to double build at the start of 7. Maybe I just don't worry about that, and I say I don't care, because I'll fight my way back in with clay rooms fast enough. I don't know that this is correct, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. This is very punishing to purple, and maybe I don't need to be that rude to purple, but nobody can stone oven on me. Nobody can grow on me. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I'm not sure this is right. This is a tricky spot. Just taking 3 wood there was very defensible. I do think red is supposed to take 3 food traveling here again with pretty high priority. That gets them very close to double build. Even if they don't get fishing back, they can take any of the reed moves with their second action, and then red can just double build. I think that's probably what they're supposed to do. I also don't know why red's take it. Wow, red's just going to take 2 reed. I think 2 reed is clearly wrong compared to 3 food reed wood grain. 3 food reed wood grain was very clean, but that's a master tanner that's getting played. This does not work with sheep, so I don't know where your pigs or cows are, but good luck. I don't know what that means, but good luck. Green is just doing their farming thing. It's gonna be so good to have food here, because yeah, green's at least gonna get their grain in the ground, but yeah, they're in slight trouble. All right, build a minor improvement, and by minor improvement, I mean show me the stone oven. Whee! All right, growing stone oven here feels so good. Baked twice, so good. You have a guess what purple's doing? That's good. So sad Sheepwalker is gone. Yeah, that's true. Sheepwalker Master Tanner would certainly do it here. But okay. Anyhow, yeah, this stone oven Elder Baker is incredible. Great stuff. It does look like I'm going to get at least 4 wood next round. Now red finds the button, and indeed they are going to get double build, but I think that was a pretty wrong ordering by red. I think it was conceivable green would bottom feed, but red gets away with it, so kudos to them. They still get this double build. Green is starting, okay. That makes it less likely I get a big wood action, but so be it. Acorns Basket. I see. We played an Ock, and now we have an Acorns Basket, and at the start of round 8, we can grow with Master Tanner. Master Tanner is a grow without room, or do you have to use... No, this card provides room for a person. Okay. So they're actually going to be able to grow at the start of round 8, so that's cute. Start game trade is what you thought. Gotcha. No, start acorns, but that is cute. And now they can fight. Like, they are growing, so red's double build's not as good or scary as I thought it was. I will take whatever wood action I'm allowed to here. Definitely will take a wood action if I'm allowed one. I don't know that I am allowed one, but I can renovate remodeling. Oh, I can reno remodeling in order to build a clay room. That's pretty. Actually, yeah, this round looks like take wood, reno remodeling, clay hut builder. I think that's the game plan. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good game plan. I don't even need the clay hut builder that badly, I guess, but I'll probably still play it. I don't know that I'm going to get a pottery, but maybe I do. I also could just take 2 stone and reno pottery. Green is starting. Okay. Grain sieve. You just need to get a grain sieve down. Fair enough. You're getting grain going. You're definitely getting grain going. I get 4 wood. I accept. I accept. I will take 4 wood. I'd also like to start plowing and all that, but red definitely has to build and grow here. I guess red is getting to grow in 7 and 8. Yeah, red is getting grow in 7 and 8, which is still pretty damn good. Um, yeah, and purple's going to grow in 9. So I'm not growing until round 10 at the earliest, probably. I mean, maybe I could force my way in, but I should just set up to double build clay rooms, I think, is going to be my game plan. Purple's just going to top up on food. That's fine. That was a very generous start from green. That certainly was very generous, I agree. Red does get double grow now instead of purple getting in the growth queue, which is a bit of a bummer, but, it's fine. I do still like that there's a lot of sheep in the game. I think that's going to be good for my eventual loom. But yeah, I'm not quite set defense with any priority. Although green is not taking wood, so like there is a part of me that just wants to take a lot of wood here. Gosh, yeah, there's so many things I like here actually. 2 stone to reno pottery looks sweet, but I might just get 3 stone next round and like build a well. People have not been taking reedstone food lately, so there's a very little stone in the game. Am I comfortable reno remodeling? I don't know that I need to reno remodeling. That seems like a stretch. Purple eating the pig there can't be right. No, I think it actually is, right? Purple eating the pig is right. They're setting up Master Tanner. They're just going to eat this pig so that they can grow. They pretty clearly are just eating the pig so they can grow. They're not trying to breed pigs. So actually, I think they are doing. I think they're doing just fine. Okay, I have a lot of choices here. Master Tanner, you didn't see that? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this is all slightly messy here. I'm really leaning towards play Clay Hut Builder and just Reno. There's a lot of other things that are good for me, though, like tempo-wise, but also just sneaking the Midwife down is still totally fine. Like, there's a lot of fights for growth. Midwife is going to start working, starting next round. But I can just take grain and eventually get it in the ground. I do need to get plows in, though, pretty badly. I need fields, and because I'm gonna have next stage, I'm gonna have to take another Elder Baker and sow bake action. All right, so I don't need to push growth that hard because my opponents are finally. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my opponents are pushing growth hard enough. I also do just have wood room parts. Let's get some plows in while I can. Plows are going to be very important to me, and I have no plow help. So let's get plow tempo. That actually is very important, I think. Plow tempo, very important. And then I might just Ock Clay Hut Builder still. I think I'm renovating next round. I could maybe get 3 stone and renovate the well. That actually would be pretty sweet. Reedstone food gets taken. Okay, they're probably going to open wood. I don't really want to build a wood room, so I think that's fine. I do want 3 stone. I don't know that they're opening 3 stone, or I get 4 wood. Okay, any of that's fine. I will play Clay Hut Builder, assuming I'm renoing next round. There is almost certainly way too much clay in the game, and I should be worried about a pottery. Maybe I'm supposed to reno pottery, to be honest, instead of the well. That sounds wild, though, but it might be correct. We'll see. Relatively happy with my position, but still, yeah, I'm not totally convinced how I'm supposed to be navigating this. I do know that plowing, like, I really want to plow one more time, and then I want to go... I do want to plow one more time, I want to take grain, and I want to sow bake. So that's actually already 3 of my actions for the next stage. And if I do that, I also kind of want to play beer table. So that only gives me 2 other actions, and one of those actions really should be Reno now that I've done this. So like my round might be 3 stone, plow, Reno. God, and I could get blocked on sow bake. I could get blocked on sow bake. That's actually kind of a disaster. It's kind of a disaster. Interesting.
Yeah, getting blocked on so big could be a real problem next round. Purple did not use. Wait, they did not. They messed up. They didn't use basket carrier. Not using basket carrier is pretty bad. Okay. It looks like I should get 3 stone into plow. I'm gonna go for that. I mean, 3 stone here so I can Reno with it is just way too good. Way too good. Reno beer table. Reno beer table is an option, but again, I'm actually just very not that. I can't Reno beer table because I have a grain in supply. I have a grain in supply. Part of why I was talking about the sequence I was because if I take Elder Baker when I have 2 fields, I can sow 2 fields, bake 2 grain, have no grain left, and that's a perfect time to get the beer table out. But I have enough other things to do, so like maybe that works, maybe it doesn't, but we'll see. I think I'm going to try to plow and just renovate to the well. I think that's the rest of my round. I don't really care about building a room here because purple already wants to grow. Green might be building a room. Like I am going to just build late clay rooms and I'm going to get other shit set up here is what I'm working on. I also think just having the stone oven and the well gives me just a lot of points already. And if I can set up some decent grain and food, like I can eventually beer table still for 6 or even 4 or 8. Like we'll see. Oh wow, purple's gonna build stables in order to lock up their growth. I actually don't hate that. I don't think that's a wild idea for purple to build like 2 or 3. Purple maybe even just builds 4 stables. Like what else are they doing this game? I mean, maybe they're gonna eventually build a clay room, but I think build 4 stables for purple actually is a pretty sensible move. It gets them growth next round for sure. And it gets them stables down, which looks reasonable given how much wood they already have. But instead, they're just going to plow. Damn it. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I really wanted to plow, but I guess I just Elder Baker. I guess I just Elder Baker and renovate to a well. So that's not a bad outcome. Also, green is allowing me to build a room. Ugh, what a mess. I don't want to build a room. No, I don't want to build a room. I want to just do my thing. Let's just do my thing. Let's just do my thing. Let's stick with this plan. This plan is fine. We're putting a lot of stuff on future rounds. We got some good shit. Hopefully I can first action plow next round though. The upshot is purple doesn't look like they actually want Sobake. It looks like they're just doing farming shit, which is totally fair. Farming shit is good. But red's bottom feeding plus a wood. That's pretty reasonable, yeah. Red does have 4 actions, which is going to be a bit spooky, and they do have a ton of clay. And they have a swimming class, so I missed that. They super wanted fishing. I missed their swimming class because I wasn't paying attention. Hod for purple. Hod is cute. That definitely guarantees their growth next round, so that's good on them. Purple annoyingly might be first action in plowing in order to. Okay, they can't first action plow. They have to grow. Good, 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 good. I was about to say purple might be plowing in order to set up the fodder beets. There was a fodder beets in my opening pack, so somebody wants 3 fields. So that could be a bit of what's going on here. Green builds stables, so hopefully it takes animals. Hopefully I can get plow Sobake next. Plow Sobake SP next round would be great. I don't know that it's going to work, but plow Sobake. Just plow Sobake alone is going to be a great round for me next round. So hopefully that goes through. If it doesn't go through, I'm in slight trouble. Red does some conjuring stuff plus a stone. That does seem like a very good action. 2 wood, stone, grain. 2 food, wood, stone, grain is a pretty good action when you have 4 family members. So red is going to show me that Storehouse Steward is pretty good, I guess. I am a little spooked. Not super spooked, but a little spooked. Alright, purple eats and is going to grow. Pretty expected. That's standard. The board is pretty jacked. I'm a little bit sad about doing what I'm doing because the board's so good, but there's a chance that I'm getting start player into 6 wood? No, not really. There's too many actions. Somebody's taking 3 wood. But there's multiple breeding pairs on the board while people have capacity. There's 6 clay, there's 4 wood, there's some really good stuff. An Alk Lab is in the game. Wow, that's a pretty good action space actually in an early growth game like this. If you have one of everything, that's actually a pretty good spot too. Bottom feeding's a good bit better when nobody else is bottom feeding. Correct. Very, very correct. That's always been the case. Also, yes. Please let me plow. Please do not plow Thresher here. Please do something else. Please, 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 please don't do it. All right, 2 pigs. Perfect. That makes total sense. It's a great action. It's a great action. I would like to plow. It does suck that there's so many other good actions on the board and I'm plowing, but also plows look really tight this game, and So Bake is such a good action for me now. So Bake is such a good action, so... Red's just going to take a big pile of wood. That's very correct. That's what they should be doing. Purple should probably take 3 reeds so they can later build clay rooms, and they really should basket carrier this harvest. The fact that they missed basket carrier last harvest is pretty bad. They're going to just take 6 clay. I think they need the reed worse than they need the clay, but fair enough on them. Fair enough. Green is at least... Green's doing pretty reasonable for a 100 rated player, like a 140 rated player, but I don't love their feeding. Their feeding plan is to just 3 grade beer tap for 6 food. I guess that's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad once they got it in the ground. It took them a lot of actions to set up those, their main issue, but... okay, I'm gonna So Bake. The 3 reed's a pretty good action for me also. God, that 3 reed is kind of tempting. Although I have stupid roof examiner for 3 reed at any point. Okay, fair enough. Let's do this because also SP beer table is pretty nuts now. SP beer table's pretty good here now. Yeah, just star player beer table looks good. Beer tap, it's better than eating it raw. Yeah, only barely, right? It's only barely better than raw, but I guess it's like it's 1 food better each. It turns you're eating 3 grade for 6 food. Like that's a pretty decent exchange. It's not great, but they have a nice thing set up. Plumber gets played. That adds a little more clay to the game. I'm a little surprised we're adding more clay to the game, but sure, you can reno on major minor instead of regular reno. I don't really know. The stone saving seems good. The stone saving part seems good, but the clay is kind of insane. It looks like I'm going to get star player and maybe into just 4 clay. Not that I need 4 clay. 3 clay is like, or not reed. I need 3 reed. 3 reed's the perfect amount to build 2 more rooms and renovate to stone eventually. Although I guess there's a drudgery reeve, so, you know, I could still play some big drudgery reeve nonsense too, but I would love to just play beer table here. Looks really good, and I am going to be able to. Okay, this has been a pretty freaking good stage. This is like our ideal stage, actually. What was that? In the field phase of each harvest, the last time you take a grain from each field, you also get 2 food. You know, I mean, hey, that is more food in the future. It's pretty cool. It's a little weird, but I would like to have a beer table. Beer table, Elder Baker's neat. No classes today, so you can stay this time. Nice. Yeah, we have a pretty good game here. We got some stuff. We're a little slow in various ways, but we also have built up a stone oven, a well, and an 8-point beer table. So like, I mean, we don't need to have an incredible rest of our game, and I think the rest of the game is still going to come together in time. I really, truly think the rest of my game's coming together in time here. I am going to build clay rooms and eventually grow some more. I have pretty good miners to keep playing. I might yet snag a pottery. We'll see. Wood's going to be slightly tight, but the mini pasture's going to help. But we'll see. I didn't try to break the grain economy with beer table, though, with Elder Baker. I did not. I did just normal boring shit. I've used Elder Baker twice. And I might have to Elder Bake one more time, because like paying my grain to beer table is still a little painful, and I don't have insane feeding. I have to keep So Baking to feed, which is not ideal. Although maybe I just build a hearth eventually. It's not inconceivable that I'm building a hearth and doing some loom shit at some point too, but we'll see. Red missing Alk Lab is good for me. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point too. Red is not ready to build clay rooms for some reason. On pace to have 15 to 20 offboard's always nice. Correct. It does make the game easier when you have a million offboard. But you've seen some pretty successful games where instead of taking bad 2 win 2 clay action stage 1, you Elderbaker instead. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, that is part of the real strength of Elderbaker. You play Elderbaker, and in stage 1, you just get to take 3 grain like twice as your second action in like round 1 and round 2. And now you have a ton of grain built up for eventual food needs. Like, Elderbaker is pretty good. Especially, yes, when you're allowed to do that. And like, Elderbaker was great for me in this game. I got to play Elderbaker, take a big grain action, grow with the stone oven. I got to take Elderbaker again, and then sow bake into these fields and set up the beer table. Like, life's been pretty good here. I am ready to build a clay room, and nobody else is building rooms in front of me. Okay, so I'm getting grown 11. I get grown 11 for sure, which is nice. I'm probably opening 4 reed. 4 reed really looks like it slows down red from doing any particular shenanigans. 4 reed slows down like everybody from building too many more rooms. Yeah, I'm gonna just take 4 reed. I eventually want more clay rooms. I want to renovate. Maybe I'm playing I don't know. 4 reed's a little annoying here because 3 wood is so good, but let's take a huge pile of reed. 4 is a lot of reed. Wood does get taken, though, appropriately. I'm going to be very slow on fences. Mini pasture is definitely going to help bail me out, and it's still going to be pretty slow. My animals are definitely going to be pretty dubious, but I'm hoping to have a 5-room stone house with a million offboard, so, like, it's hopefully going to be okay. I would love 5 clay here, by the way. Just give me 5 clay into double build. Oh, my God. 5 clay into double build? Yes, please. Please, please, please. Damn it. Damn it. I guess there's always remodeling. I could just SP remodeling here. SP remodel into double build? Wait a sec. That's still very efficient. I don't want to build multiple times. I do not want to build multiple times. Yeah, I don't want to build multiple times, so I just do the remodeling thing now, and I still later hearth because I need more food. That seems conceivable. Seems pretty good, actually. I'm just going to spam start here. Hope that I get 4 wood next round. Surezies. Nobody else can build. Yeah, nobody else can build rooms. Okay. Yeah, I like this too much. Then I like just having the double build out of the way too much. This future clay could be a hearth or maybe a pottery. I don't know, but yeah, it's too good to just build. Hearth and also fireplace because I have enough clay. Hey, and I do have a cookery outfitter. Hearth and fireplace is 2 points worth of cookery outfitter. That could be pretty big. We really need some more offboard points, so we gotta think about how we're gonna achieve more offboard. Anyhow, yeah. And oven site eligibility. Yeah, if only we had an oven site. Anyhow, yeah, my next move's just gonna be build 2 clay rooms anyhow. Well, I guess there is some advantage to opening next round with 2 clay rooms, right? Opening next round with 2 clay rooms means that I get to grow multiple times, but there's also no bottom feeding in the game because red is taking all the bottom feeding. Damn, no 4 wood. Red taking 2 wood actions already. Gross. I mean, fair enough, but gross. Purple found the Alk Lab button. Purple can build a room. Okay, well, never mind. I mean, we're definitely building. Green hopefully remembers that they're growing this round. The only other disaster scenario here... Well, actually, if I build, I can just first action grow if green for some reason doesn't grow. Yeah, never mind. Me building always gets me grow next round. But I'm assuming green is smart enough to grow. They've played the game. They've played the game pretty reasonable, even though they're pretty low rated, so... Alright, let's get 2 clay rooms down. That's pretty huge. It's pretty good. No stable. Again, our wood is kind of a disaster. Our food is an issue for next round, too. Like, our food is actually an issue. Wow, another 2 wood action for red. I mean, I guess 13 is enough for fences, and their red has no fields. Yeah, I don't hate 2 wood. I mean, 2 wood is an acceptable action sometimes, but and they don't know about the mini pasture, so yeah, actually... I kind of love this, actually, too, because it means red's not going to just pass mini pasture around the table, so mini pasture's just going to die. The sheep go again. Okay, that's sad. That was, like, possibly a food option for me. How am I feeding? What am I growing with? Uh, I was debating growing with mini pasture, but I like really can't afford that. Oh, I do have a well food. Huh. Uh, yeah. What a slight mess here. What a slight mess. I really kind of want to do shifting cultivation. Hey, now there's another card. Okay, more actions would be great, so I could actually generate more food. That would be good. That'd be real good. I'm probably taking 3 stone. Probably opening 3 stone still. I still wouldn't mind a pottery, although I'm like never getting pottery. Purple should just build pottery at this point, right? I don't know that they will, but they should. Also, just plowing is pretty defensible. More fields is good, because I eventually want to sow bake again. Huh, maybe this is just plow. Maybe I just plow so I can justify sow baking more. I'm gonna have to eat a raw grain this harvest in order to feed, and and that's assuming I'm growing without a minor improvement that costs food. But gosh, a lot of these miners are pretty good if I had food. Interesting. Interesting problems. I could also try 3 stone into pottery here. 3 stone into pottery here is also like kind of good. Huh. What a mess. I should probably just plow. Plow is still quite contested, and I have a lot of reasons to want fields. Yeah, I'm just gonna plow. The wood is... My fences are coming very late. This loom is really not gonna do anything, and my fences are gonna... my animals are gonna suck, but that's okay. Red instant start players. Annoying, but acceptable. Maybe purple's brains off, he doesn't realize. I mean, maybe. Mole plow for red. That's a bit late, but probably in time. But they really are hoping for like plow sow now instead of growth. Annoyingly, red is going to start player in front of me to get plows. I also have a lot of miners I would like to play, but oh well. Plow, grow shifting, elderbaker, sow bake. Paul, that's an incredible sequence. If I had 4 actions, it sounds so good. I love it. But you'll note if you do the action count, there's a significant problem. But otherwise, I love it. But yeah, we don't have that many people. It'd be so freaking good if I could do that. It'd be so good. But yeah, I'm exactly 1 action short. I agree. If I had that 1 extra action already, holy smokes, would that extra action really accelerate us here, though? Oh, we'd be cruising. But not. Oh yeah, sorry. No, it's fine. Hey, look, I love talking through, and I agree. That is such a good sequence. Honestly, it's such a good sequence. I've been half debating if I'm supposed to just elderbaker and sow bake and not grow here. Like, there's a mild shot that not growing here is correct. Thanks, Civ. Thanks. There goes the pottery. Pottery goes to green of all people, though. I mean, kudos green for realizing there's way too much clay in the game. But purple, what are you doing? Purple, what are you doing with all your clay? What are you doing with all your clay now? I guess you're building 2 clay rooms eventually? I guess you eventually built 2 clay rooms yourself. Yeah, God, is it ever correct? Like, seriously, is it ever correct for me to not grow here? Like, it might be correct to not grow here, but surely realizing all the clay is the motive. I mean, look, yeah, yes. Green taking the pottery, kudos on them. Like, there's so much clay, well done. But fish lets us just go mini pasture. Yeah, it's also possible that I'm supposed to just fish, I guess. I just fish and grow the mini pasture anyhow. Or I just grow the shifting cultivation at this point. I mean, any of those are acceptable options. But I guess mini pasture is pretty good because there's 2. I might get 2 cows or I might just get 2 sheep. Elderbaker equals fishing. It does, but there is mild arguments to just fish because fish takes the food away from others, and I don't really want fishing to grow. I don't really want fishing to grow for storehouse steward swimming class. Like, what happens if grow flips next round and red is also allowed to 4 food swimming class? Like, why should we allow that? I'm pretty sure 3 food is actually better than Elder Baker. Um, I'm gonna need 7 food if I grow, and if I'm growing with a mini pasture, I need all that food. So if I'm gonna grow mini pasture, I agree. I think the move is fish here. If I'm gonna take Elder Baker into sow bake, then the move is obviously Elder Baker, so I can sow bake. But warm take, red's not taking urgent. I mean, I kind of agree that red's probably not taking urgent if it flips, and they're probably just plowing. But regardless, I don't think I'm supposed to let fishing build up here. I mean, we're quibbling over relatively little stuff. Do I want to grow mini pasture? I guess with the sheep and the cows, and I definitely need to play mini pasture eventually, and I should just grow here because actions are good. All right, fine. That took a long time, and I'm almost timing out, but I am going to do this line. You would not grow delay with 2 open rooms. I agree because I really need to get the growths in. Also, apparently I was getting so bake blocked. Apparently I was getting so bake blocked anyhow, so well done us. Melon patch. We do have a legit sow, and then we also bake. Okay, yeah, I didn't think about this, but that is pretty defensible. Okay, well then I'm definitely happy with what we're doing. Definitely happy with what we're doing. Purple is making good use of the Alchemist Lab. There's so many resources in this game now. So many resources. Which, yeah, I do like growing when there's so much stuff. I also love how much offboard I have because, yeah, love having already locked up a lot of offboard. I like that I'm still going to get a pretty good farm by the end here. I think we're going to win. Think we're going to win the game. I mean, I guess it's not, like, I'm already at 21 and I have a bunch of beer table points hiding, but we'll see. My feeding's not, like, that great, although I do have options to just 4 clay hearth next round. Oh yeah, I can just 4 clay hearth next round. That's going to help a lot. Having a hearth coupled with some sow baking. Wow, red takes another 2 wood. Wow. I mean, fair enough. Wood is still annoyingly tight, I guess, but I at least have some fences, but yeah. Purple is going to build a freaking room here and grow in front of me next round. I mean, yeah, extra valid reason for me to have gone a grow line, because I'm going to get jumped here now. Fair enough. It's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. And they do wind up building all the stables. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of wood pressure. That's fine. I still might get a pair of cows or 4 stone. We'll see. Deeply unclear how next round's going to go. Reedstone food for eventual Redo. Oh yeah, that's plumber. That's plumber Redo already. Plumber Redo. This is hearth. This is hearth Redo to stone. Okay, fair enough. You expected fences for them, basket carrier allowing second room? I completely agree. I completely agree that they have way too much clay. I don't like how Purple's been playing the game. Purple missed a basket carrier early in the game, but I agree that building a room here just so they can grow jump me is pretty dumb when they really want to build another clay room. I also did not think that they were going to do this yet, but it's fine. But it's definitely annoying. Definitely annoying. But also, I'm going to still get good actions here, I think. If my opponents have to open with plows and grow and shit, I should be getting good things. You need to think about how you feel about it. I think that they really wanted to build. It depends on how much wood they have. I don't think it even depends on how much wood they have. I think building 2 rooms at once is just cleanly better for them. Like, especially because like they should just be taking 2 cows. Like, well, I guess if they fenced, they would have got 2 cows, right? Like they should fence, take 2 cows, double build their rooms, maybe still build stables. I don't hate that. Although also for the record, where are the pole barns? I passed the pole barns and it did not come back. Who has the pole barns? Like purple should have the pole barns. Maybe red has the pole barns and purple doesn't though. Like who knows? Anyhow, if purple is growing here, I think it's slightly crazy, but it's fine. You're unsure about stables versus fences. I'm pretty freaking confident that fences is the right move for them over room stables. Build fences and then double build rooms later just seems way cleaner, but maybe I'm missing something. Maybe grow jumping is that important, but also again, maybe they don't grow here. Maybe they do just take the cows. And they do just take the cows. They're not going to grow jump me. All right, fine, I grow. I mean, 4 stone is great, but I will grow. I can grow. Oh wow, and they're starting. Amazing, love it. I will grow plant fertilizer. Plant fertilizer actually does something here. Oh, there's fodder beets. Although, actually, God, this is an awkward position. Do I actually want plant fertilizer, or do I want these fields to be clear for the final round? That's actually deeply unclear. I could eat a raw grain to grow shifting, or I could just reveal a stupid loom. Revealing a stupid loom seems really dubious, because I don't know that I get 2 sheep back. Although I probably get 2 sheep back. 2 sheep over grow is not completely insane. I think it is relatively insane. I think I'm supposed to grow here. I think I'm supposed to grow, but maybe I'm not. You guess your view is you think fences is right, but stables could be justifiable, but the grow jump is bad. They didn't do the grow jump. So to be fair, they didn't go for the grow jump. What I find so baffling about stables, and here's what I want you to explain to me. You agree that their only outlet for clay is to build another clay room. So why would you ever go stables if you agree that you're not grow jumping and you agree you need to go back to build again? It just feels so inefficient to go to the build spot multiple times in their position. Instead of, like, they have such a cleaner line of fences, cows, double build clay rooms, and then grow 13, 14. Like, they're going to be allowed to anyhow. I'm almost out of time. I need to actually stop arguing about this point that no longer matters. Do I grow shifting cultivation here for a grain? I think that's fine, actually. Grow shifting for a grain? All right, I like that. I like that line. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to time out because I'm not going to do it fast enough. Great. How fast can I convert? How fast can I convert? How fast can I do this? Not fast enough. Not fast enough. Click, click buttons. Click the buttons faster. No, timer penalty. Oh, we avoided the timer penalty. We did it. We did it, team. We did it. All right. You're going, yeah, about my point. I think the fact that purple wants to build another clay room is a clear indication they should have fenced instead of going for the stable line. But anyhow, they pass large pottery green or waiting for the pottery to turn. That's your new explanation. Fair enough. 4 stone goes. That's totally understandable. I do get 2 sheep back. I also get 3 wood back, but I will take the 2 sheep. I still have a loom. I might be getting a huge wood pile to start next round, which would be sweet. I'm going to be doing Elder Baker into Sobake here, hopefully. Hopefully I'm doing Elder Baker into Sobake here. Because that'd be very helpful. This is Reno Hearth. Well, Hearth Reno, however you want to list it. Plumber is weird. No, it's Mini Pasture Reno. Okay, fair enough. That's fine too. That's fine too. Fences are pretty contested. Yeah, the fences action space is also becoming very tight. I might have a problem with fencing. I might not be getting stone reno, by the way. The only way I get stone reno, well, no, if I get 4 stone to open next round, wait a sec, I might have to open next round 4 stone and then Elk Lab. 4 stone and then Elk Lab is pretty, or just Reedstone Food, one of those two, and then be able to reno fence. Maybe. I also kind of like start player loom next round, although this loom's not great, but we'll see. No more fences, no stone reno. You've got an Ock for that. That's true, Lumen. We do have a Drudgery Reeve. There's always Drudgery Reeve if we need more off-board points. Purple goes Elk Lab again instead of Reno right away. They're gonna build a clay room. I don't know. I don't know Town name. Also, Master Tanner. Yeah, Master Tanner is an issue. Mansion check. Yeah. I don't know what Purple's up to, but Purple's tiebreak off the chain. No. Okay, we're not getting a stone reno. Our opponents just made it clear that we are not stone renoing. Alert. No stone reno. So fences are very tight. Fences are very tight for us. But resource injection with action disadvantage. Yeah. The extra room doesn't give them room yet because they don't have an animal to eat. Oh, that is true. I see what you're saying, Civ. Building another clay room is actually kind of a mess because they have to use stupid Tanner. Well, no, if they build 2 clay rooms at once, they can grow into one of the clay rooms, and then they can wait to pay for Master Tanner to grow into the last room. But you're right, Master Tanner is awkward with this setup. Red has wisely fenced out. I'm guessing Red has the pole barns and is going to start player. So that's actually incredibly spooky. Red wanting to start player pole barns here really sucks. The double build avoids the first Tanner use? Correct, yeah. The double build still just looks better. I still think they've messed up by doing what they're doing. I'm getting a huge wood pile, but I kind of need to first action start player if I want any hope at not going last. Am I willing to first action SP next round? Just SP loom and then deal with whatever the hell is going to happen? I don't know that that's the smartest play, but also I have a ton of actions, and watching Red go SP pole barns is going to be really mega sad. It's going to be mega sad. I'm already at 32 points. Who needs fences anyhow? We can just stables. It'll be fine. I don't know that it'll be fine. We're going to run into slight points issues. We're going to run into slight points issues from here. Green opens Plateau. That's fair. Maybe Red grows. God, 6 wood is just incredible, right? I have to take 6 wood here and just fence. I have to hope Red wants to grow instead of SP pole barns first action, but, I think Red wants to SP pole barns, but I guess I take 6 wood. I just can get fence blocked then. There's no clear reason that I don't get fence blocked. Maybe I am supposed to just SP and take 4 wood and the wheel. Ah, God, this sucks. I guess I take 6 wood and I can always just build stables plus loom, but God, just SP loom is so tempting. This is hard. This is genuinely quite hard. Is Red gonna just instant SP? The problem is I think Red's supposed to instant SP, but I guess if I take 6 wood, my second action can be defense. I think I can second action fence. I don't know that my opponents are going to instantly fence block me repeatedly, but I am spooked. But 6 wood I think has too much value to me to ignore here. And hopefully Red grows. Hopefully Red's the type that's going to grow instead of start, but I think Red's supposed to SP pole barns. But they are going to grow. Alright, amazing. Still a 3-point move even if the stables? Correct. But now that Red did an SP, I'm very happy. I will 100% SP loom, but dodged? Yeah, I agree. I completely dodged. I think Red was supposed to start there and not worry about the growth, but they grew, and look, it's so weird to say grow is a mistake, but, Purple has an extra room. Purple didn't really want grow without. Green could have got grow without, but then Red probably just gets it back next round. Red's supposed to start player there, but I think I'm going to wheel start now. And that's huge, but they can so bake first action next round to just extra destroy me. I mean, I can build a hearth. I'm going to build a hearth this round, presumably. But I do agree that, yeah, I got pretty lucky here because my position was actually a bit narrow. And, yeah. Purple is debating not taking the pigs here. I thought Purple was taking the pigs, for sure. But again, how do I know what anybody is doing? I clearly don't. Clearly don't know what anybody's doing for sure, but they are gonna lock in the pigs. Cool. They have so much clay. Freaking hot is throwing them clay. Incredible. This game is incredible. There's a Reno, that makes sense. Reno to, I don't know what. Reno Nada, maybe even. Who knows? Reno Field Clay! Yes, more clay. More clay. Oh my god. Just incredible amounts of clay in this game. Absolutely incredible. Alright. I'm definitely starting because I do not want to go last. I super don't want to go last. Also, Loom is at least 2 points. And some food. It's good. It's pretty good. Clay, very useful stuff. I mean, it is good. Clay is good, but this game has so much clay. So much clay in this game. Red's just bottom feeding, actually. Okay. Oh, yeah, Red's food actually also kind of sucks. Red wants some Sobakes. Yeah, Red wants some Sobakes. Okay. Alright, we gotta stay sharp here. We still haven't won the game, but that start player was huge for us. And I'm getting wood back. Oh, I'm getting wood back. That's very kind. It's very kind. Yes, please let me take wood. I get to open plow sow. I should really try to get a veg here. I take wood, I take veg, I fence. That would be pretty ideal. Wood does get taken, fair enough. I should take 3 wood. Yeah, I should still take 3 wood. 3 wood lets me fence. Well, wait a sec. Wait just 1 second. If I'm planning to plow sow, do I need more wood? I just go fence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really don't need more wood. Let's take a veg for a good old plow sow. Although, do I need sow bake worse? I might just need sow bake worse. Yeah, I probably actually have to open sow bake. Yeah, that's a little bit gross, but sow bake still means I should take this veg, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think sow bake's too important. I can still build hearth and try to feed off animals, but I think it's awkward. Plow sow just gives me 4 raw grain to eat, though. That also sounds actually very conceivable. I'm still planning to hearth probably at some point. I don't know. Let's just take a veg. Veg is good. 2 because of table. Yes. See, beer table's still happening. We'll see. If I veg, I see. I feel like I'm supposed to veg, but maybe I wasn't. We'll see how the game plays out from here. I did this. I'm going to fence next action, although I probably shouldn't be allowed to fence next action. I might still have to open fence, because green is well, both green and purple want red fence. But both of them also might just want a fence now. Yeah, I don't know. Purple is going to grow here because they're master tanning. Purple is master tanning. Purple has mini pasture. Purple could just be playing mini pasture. Although I think that's slightly... Well, maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. Handing green mini pasture is kind of friendly, but not that friendly. Alright, whatever. I don't know what's happening. It's fine. You think green has a mandatory fence? Who knows? I mean, I agree green should just fence. I fully agree green should just fence because they... Oh, and it's their last action. Yeah, green should absolutely fence. But hey, maybe they get greedy and take a read. But no, they do the thing. They do what they're supposed to. They do fence. Okay. Yeah, so I also have slight fence woes. Like, I have to actually open fences now because of what I've done. Or I don't open fences, and... Yeah, I should have just fenced. I knew there's fence pressure, but now I have to fence. Now everything is a mess again. Look at me doing brilliantly dubious shit. Okay, so now I just take wood and hearth. Wood and hearth. Wood and hearth. Wood plus hearth. Is there anything that goes better than that? I take wood, I take hearth. I have to open fence. I see what action comes back. I should not get Sobake because purple really wants So. Oof, not getting Sobake is a bit bad. This is bad. I don't have to open fence since Tom Rose probably run fencing, but it's a gamble that you never want to take. Yeah, I don't trust Tom Run to run fence at all. I mean, I agree he probably is doing that, but the fact that he can just fence block me is, well, maybe I can live with that. I might be able to live with that, though, because I might be able to just live with stables. Yeah, I'm not in a great spot. I will take this 3 wood. This 3 wood is good. I should have just fenced, though. Yeah, I didn't think this through quite right. I did not play this endgame. I didn't play this endgame quite sharply enough, and it could come to bite me. I'm just gonna Hearth. Hearth definitely puts a lot less pressure on Sobake and stuff, plus it's just a point, and what am I doing with all this clay? Yeah. I think I'm opening fences. First cooking hearth in round 13 is crazy. Yeah, I do agree with that also. It's pretty wild that nobody else has one, but you'd never run fence in purple spot, to be honest. I mean, I agree that purple really wants to build a room and then red fence. And maybe that's what they go and do. Like, maybe. I genuinely don't know what's happening for sure. That's part of why I'm so confused. Also, like, it is very tempting to open plow sow. It's so tempting to open plow sow. Maybe I do just plow sow and see what happens. Red was uncontested, so you would just always block fence on principle. Interesting. I mean, they also want sow bake relatively badly, so that's where, like, although I guess if I open plow sow, I only want fences. Can I live with stables? How big of a point difference are stables versus fences for me? Currently, fences are going to cover 4 spaces and provide 3 more pastures, so fences is 3 points better than stables. But plow sow is also worth 5 points to me. I think I'm supposed to green plow sow, actually. Do I ever get stable blocked? That's the interesting follow-up. I mean, technically, red could stables and purple could fence, but that's ludicrous. That's not happening. I always get stables back as a fallback. Do I win the game if I plow sow into stables? I think the answer is still yes, because I still have points coming on beer table, and the plow sow just raises that quite a bit. Red is gonna take 2 cows to open, or red is taking so big. I don't actually know for sure what red's doing. Red has a lot of actions. Red also wants animals. I need to make sure to beat red, but I think red doesn't have enough big point actions left that they're gonna be capped just under 50. It looks like these players can't touch 50. Maybe I'm underestimating what this huge pile of resources means, but I can't even fathom what all of these freaking resources are doing. I think I just hit 50 if I plow sow into stables, if I have to. I'm gonna do this. It might further cause issues, but this is just so many points. My food is definitely a little Sketchville here too this way, but like, I still do have some raw grain to eat. I can eat that veg if I have to. I can eat 1 sheep. The 2 cows instantly go. That was pretty expected. I would like to get fences back because it's so clean, but it's understandable if purple wants to fence block me, although purple really needs their own points. Like, it looks like purple should build a clay room, red fence, grow, and sow bake is what it looks like they probably should be doing, but again, who the hell knows what they're actually doing? They have too many resources and it's been too slow. Alright, what else can I do to slow down red here? I can take single pig as my next action if I want to get really greedy. I eat a sheep, I take single pig. No, I want to breed sheep, though. I want sheep to go to 4. Oof, yeah, I do want to breed sheep. I don't actually have a sheep to eat. I lied about having a sheep to eat, so yeah, my food is actually kind of close to disaster zone, also. Purple is just going to grow without room, not going to fence block me. Okay, well then I should just take fences. I mean, I'm going to get no animal because red is going to take pig, because there's really nothing left. There's nothing else for them to do. But big pile of reed. Green is going to Renault BMW. Okay. God, there's a part of me that wants to take this pig. No, I can't justify the pig. Alright, just fence. Just fence. Just do the thing. And then just scrounge food. Honestly, I think the rest of my game is just scrounge food, unfortunately. But that's what I've done to myself. But I am at 49, I breed to 50, and I beer table to 52. But how many points of food do I eat? That's the new fun question. So bake does go here, that's pretty expected. But that means I get pig back? Oh, that's actually quite huge. If I get pig back over red, I don't know that anybody can touch me, even if I have to eat a ton of crap to finish the game out. Like, I might, unfortunately... Oh, God, I really don't want to eat these sheep. I really don't want to eat the sheep, but I can eat a veg, I can eat a couple grain, and then my last 2 actions, as ugly as they are, can just be, like, take 2 more... Well, I could take 2 more sheep here, too. Wow, 2 sheep is actually a really good action. Oh, if I don't have to eat that, if I could afford not to eat them, the two sheep are just better than the pig, actually. The two sheep are 2 points because of loom, and they're an extra food. That food might be meaningful, although it might not be meaningful. I don't know. We'll see how the game goes. I'm just gonna keep taking shit, and we'll work it out somehow. We have a hearth. Somehow it works out. Somehow it works out. God, yeah, the sheep are just literally an extra food of eating, also though. But also the pig is just clearly no. The pig versus the sheep. Red wants both the pigs or the sheep. God, the sheep are literally better. All right, sheep's literally better for me. We have a loom. This is just straight up more food if I have to eat these points. Whatever. It's fine. And now the rest of the game is scrounge food. Scrounge food. We take a veg, it's 3 food. We can always elder baker our way to 3 food. And those are our actions. That's what we got. Uh, all right, what could red have that would wreck us at this point? I still think red first picked a conjure. Oh, also, okay, they resowed melon patch, but yeah, they got all their fields in. Red has a nice game here. This storehouse steward conjure thing was pretty legit because they did get to grow pretty fast, and I probably messed up this end game a bit by not being quite sharp enough or not caring quite enough about setting up my food. But it looks okay. Also, they never built another clay room. They just wound up with 13 clay. That's seriously, they just wound up with 13 clay, and they're gonna build BMW now. Yeah, they're gonna build BMW before Gray is able to. Okay. Winding up with 13 clay is pretty embarrassing. You think fence blocking was purple's most competitive move? I mean, it depends what you mean by competitive. If you think fence blocking was how they get closest to me, but I'm gonna argue pretty heavily that purple was like never beating me, and purple really needed to figure out how to get enough points to beat red. I think purple messed up quite a bit by growing first action. I think purple growing first action is like pretty bad, and they were supposed to build a clay room and then reno. I guess they were thinking about renoing BMW. No, they were reno fencing. I think this BMW is a slight distraction. I mean, I get they have a basket carrier, but the reed pile got taken on them. I don't know. I think they've messed. I think purple I think purple almost certainly should have had second, and they've not in any way found the correct moves, and they've really they took way too many elk labs and sat on way too many resources too long and did not convert their stuff in correctly. But this is finally pole barns. Wait a sec, I did forget pole barns. Red is going to be very close to me. Yeah, this is pole barns finally. Okay, not great. Not great. You think I'm ending at 53? That sounds conceivable. I haven't done the math yet. Mostly because I don't really need to do the math because it's not changing what my actions are. My actions are clearly just scrounge 3 food as best as possible. Like, I definitely don't have better things to be doing than just scrounge food. And then I'll see in a moment what my end game is. But hey, Gordon, welcome. Welcome. We have a probable win here, although I certainly tried to mess some things up at the end. Might have messed it up enough to lose, but it doesn't look like that's quite the case. So green is gonna reno to a fireplace here. Yeah, green's just reno into a fireplace. That's cool. It's just so much clay in this game. So much clay in this game. Oh, to a bartering hut. Get to use the extra clay for a cow sheep. Oh, that's actually very cool. It's very cool. Yeah, oh, and the extra reed. Yeah, they totally have enough extra resources to get a cow and a sheep off bartering hut. Alright, so I think purple's taking last then. I'd like to yell at purple just slightly more, but I shouldn't yell at them, it's fine. It's just like, I really think purple missed a lot of what they were supposed to be doing. I also continue to hate their stables move over just fencing on time, but again, this is why the game is hard. Wait, did they? Oh no, they did get. Okay, I was like, they got their cow. Okay. I just elder baker for 3 more grain because I need food. I've messed up the food a bit here in the end game. Definitely have messed up the food a bit. But hey, Loom is giving us 2 food, so that's a start. I'm throwing a grain away for beer table points. Then we figure out what we're eating, and we really don't want to eat the sheep, so we're probably eating just a bunch of raw grain and 2 veggies. So the 2 veggies are -2 points, but the sheep breed is +2 points, and we get +2 points from grain, so that does indeed bring us to 53, as Civ claimed earlier, which, I pretty much trusted his math, but I hadn't worked it out myself. 53 sounds winning, but yeah, I mean, kudos to Red putting up a 50 with a just Storehouse Steward Conjurer stuff. But I do think if Red SP'd on me, I probably do actually lose the game. If Red just SP'd, if Red started with the pole barns that I was reading them having, I think I probably do lose. I think the action priority mattered quite a bit between us two. So, yeah, pretty lucky. Pretty lucky that that worked. If purple does fence block me, I guess I probably also lose, but I think I guess purple took fourth regardless, but yeah, this was a mess. 54? Interesting. I have enough extra grain to maybe not eat one of the veggies or something. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll all find out together. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, it does look like I have 5 extra grain, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, cool. I only have to eat one veggie. Sweet. Yeah, I only have to eat one veg. Okay, well that's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one veg. Gets us up to 10 food. We're at exactly 8 grain after all of that. Oh yeah, cool. Very cool. All right, that 2 sheep was significantly better than taking the pig then. That's really worked out. Okay, do hit 54. Maybe I had slightly more room here than I thought. I don't know. I definitely just got slightly lucky though too. Things were a mess. Loom is good, everybody. Even stupidly late loom. Loom good stuff. How many offboard points did I wind up with? This is a 3-point loom, 8-point beer table. So 3, 7, 15. Wound up with 19 offboard. It definitely is helping. I mean, the farm is solid, but it is definitely not spectacular. The farm is pretty lacking. We have 4 for fields and pastures, which are great. We have the 4 grain. We have 2 in veggies, 3 in sheep. But we're missing 2 animal types. We have no stables. We're in clay rooms. Yeah, big old 19 offboard points really helps carry this game through. Oh, Veggie Lover. Holy shit. Veggie Lover for Green shot them up to 47. Really cool game from Green then, too. I do think Green probably was supposed to just get their stupid grain in the ground in stage 1 rather than build a room, but they did hit growth. Then, yeah, this late Veggie Lover off of... That's why they sowed so many veggies. Okay, that makes sense. I should have seen that coming. I thought they were just, like, doing weird food things, but... The first pasture and 4th field are spiritually offboard too. I mean, that is actually totally true. The mini pasture and the shifting cultivation were cards played, not direct farming actions. So it is true that this game was very focused on kind of playing cards and just building a big house and then scrounging together an acceptable farm to make up for it. That can win sometimes. That's the beauty of Agricola is like there are multiple paths to winning. All my opponents wound up in stone houses, but we still have the win also. But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to be in a stone house. It just didn't quite have the actions. I didn't quite have the feeding efficiency. I would have loved this game. That is one of the issues with using the stone oven to feed is you need extra bake. Like you really would want extra bakes. I should have maybe angled to find a path to the clay oven sooner. With how much clay was in the game, and just an extra bake action would have made me far less reliant on more stuff. So there was maybe an opportunity to get clay oven in stage 4 that I should have been looking out for. My stage 3 was so tight though, like that worked really well. So I don't know, tricky game, but glad to get a win. Anyhow, it was a fun win. Thanks everyone for hanging out and chatting. Relatively fast stream, I guess hour and a half. Just maybe not that fast, but relatively standard. But yeah, that worked out pretty well. My opponents definitely made some mistakes this game that gave me opportunities. Purple really messed up by not basket carrying earlier like they should have. Then I think purple really messed up by not building 2 clay rooms. I think again, I think the line of building a room and multiple stables was really bad compared to the line of just fencing. If they had just fenced and then double built clay rooms and then renoed to a 4-room stone house, and then built some stables, I think that's cleaner. They did not know about pole barns though, so there's also that aspect. But like they were possibly getting past a pole barns, so it's extra sad to have gone this way. Also, like I guess plows were relatively contested by the end, but it feels a little sad for purple. It's also super sad for purple not to have ever got crops in the ground. That's also a huge miss. Purple winds up with a single grain, single veg. They definitely should have found time to sow. And that's again sad part about not basket carrying sooner. Never getting a hearth also, like their food was a bit tight. Anyhow, I mean these things happen, but yeah, I think purple also could have been far more competitive this game. Kudos to Green for being like a 151 rated player or whatever. Like they put together a pretty good game. Snagging the pottery and then having field clay was really clever. This setting up this veggie lover was really well done. And then yeah, Red Storehouse Steward did do a lot of work. Four reed, 3 stone, and a wood. That's pretty good. They conjured 6 times. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then yeah, it had a swimming class. So like they kind of comboed this, and nobody else was bottom feeding. So like it's actually like looking at their tableau, like Melon Patch and Mole Plow are pretty solid, but uh, Conjurer, Storehouse Steward, Plumber, Swimming class are all pretty. They're all like C tier or below cards in my opinion. So it's cool to see them cobbled together into a pretty good game. But I only played 2 Ox, which is a bit sad. But the Ox were relatively underwhelming this game, to be totally fair. Uh, there are admittedly not a ton of powerful Ox getting played, so. But anyhow, yeah, thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks. Hey, again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. I was glad this worked out. I've been having fun getting some streams in, obviously, so it's good. I've been slow about writing my stupid WBC report. I enjoy writing it. I enjoy doing it. It's just been it's gonna come out a bit later than I would have liked, but whatever. What else am I up to? I don't know. Got a few other things to do here and there, but yeah, overall things are good. So, been having some luck in Agricola lately too. Although I mean, it's partly luck, partly I mean, I've had a relative skill edge at many of the tables I've been at, but definitely my elo's been rebounding a bit. Although this is for 2 reasons, I would argue. Partly I've been pulling right tables, and partly we're back to a format that I'm far more happy. Like Draft 8 just, I don't know. Draft 8 with a ban list really cleans things up and pushes Agricola back to, I think, where I'm a little more optimized. I think the Draft 9 plus ban cards led to a Agricola I was less good with. But yeah, my Elo, not that Elo is everything, but obviously like I was capable of living in the 600s in the past and did not navigate some of the best. I've not been playing a ton on site though, but anyhow, more the point is I think I'm on a 3 or 4 game win streak now, which just feels good. Yeah, 4 game win streak. It's nice. Had a lot of good games in a row. So good stuff. Good stuff. But you started playing on the last Draft 10 season. It was hell. Oh yeah, I hate Draft 10 especially. I hated when we went to Draft 10. But I understand some people like it, right? Like it's. I actually am relatively happy with a bit of a rotation. Like if we have some Draft 10 seasons and the people that like that get to experience it, but then we still go back to Draft 8 sometimes. Honestly, I don't really mind that too much. Um, I'm relatively happy to make the compromise of like rotating occasionally and jumping back and forth between different draft counts, because I understand not everybody prefers the draft count I do and vice versa. I'm just happy that we've not had additional action spaces. Those have been relegated to just friendly tables. Um, but but yes, regardless, I really like draft 8. I like some of the tightness of having to play the board a bit more and not having to worry as much about hands. I feel like there's more counterplay on average. But it's also clearly just a format I'm more comfortable with, whereas other players have proven like they can be plenty good with high draft counts and more wild cards, and they can handle that too. And it's just not it's not quite the Agricola I played a lot of and got very used to. So WBC went to Draft 8 this year, which is also actually super nice and welcome, though. Draft 7 EIK, like original edition games, oh my god, you could just have some totally gross ones. And I mean, even Draft 7 revised, you could also have some real clunkers. There's just too many cards that don't do anything. And if you get a draft like that, and also, there is definitely a level of draft where I don't enjoy Agricola, because, like, yeah, if you're only looking at 7 cards, and there's a bunch of clunkers, and you just get dealt tons of dead cards, like, Agricola, it is important that people actually have cards that are worth playing. Like, if nobody has a card that's worth playing on start player, like, it's just so miserable. Like, you could be going last, but you also can't justify starting that much unless you're confident nobody else is going to start, but you don't super know what their first picks are. It's like, it's actually a really bad dynamic also. So, finding that sweet spot in Agricola is tricky, and whatever. There's so much variation in the game. It's such a good game. Definitely a good time. Anyhow, compromise. I know, how dare we, but Draft 10 additional action space meta is an entirely different game. I mean, it's a very different game. Draft 9's the best format because of compromise. That's not what I'm. Nope, that's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm perfectly willing to rotate around between Draft 8, Draft 9, Draft 10, so that everybody can occasionally have times where they are in their preferred format. Now, I'm also not going to complain if we're just Draft 8 forever. I won't complain, but other people will, and I understand. Like, we have to, like, I'm fine accommodating different perspectives here. But yes, I'm not I'm not agreeing with the we should just draft 9 always because it's the least objectionable or something. That's not, nope. Nope. I'm happy with the rotation. Happy to have a draft 8 period though. So hopefully I'll keep getting some games and streams in during this arena season. We have quite a lot of arena season to go. Maybe this is one of the rare arena seasons I'll actually play enough games to make a somewhat meaningful push. I still don't think I play enough games to actually like win an arena season because you need, I don't know. It's, again, winning an arena season is part skill and part games played, but I've definitely had some seasons where I can push into like top 10 by playing like 50-ish games, and it's conceivable that I could. It's conceivable I could play like a game every other day and get another 30 some games, get up to 40 total games and be in like the top 10 on the back of that. That's definitely possible, but we'll see. We'll see. As always, my life goes in spurts of interest and whatever. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna head off. Don't think I'll be streaming again this weekend, but we'll see how the coming weeks and days go. But thanks everyone for hanging out. It was a fun stream. See everybody around later. Bye.